Kiyami! Welcome to our vlog!
Hey everyone, before anything else, I just want to say that this vlog we made is for educational purposes. I hope you listen and watch it. And stay tuned because after this, we will introduce our topic of our choices regarding the strategies in teaching arts. And you will see and hear our explanation of why we think that the strategies we have chosen is one of the best strategies in teaching arts in elementary grades. So, let's go!
Hello guys, so for today's video, let us talk about the one of the teaching strategies in teaching arts, which is the brainstorming. Teachers can use brainstorming as a thinking strategy to help students generate questions, ideas, and examples, and to explore idea or topic. During brainstorming, students share ideas that come to mind and record these ideas without making judgments about them. When introducing a topic, teachers can use brainstorming sessions to determine what students already know or wish to learn, and to provide direction for learning and reflection. Brainstorming stimulates fluent and flexible thinking and can also be used to extend problem-solving skills. I use brainstorming. By expressing ideas and listening to what others say, students adjust their previous knowledge or understanding, accommodate new information, and increase their level of awareness. Brainstorming main purposes are to focus students' attention on a particular topic, generate a quantity of ideas, teach acceptance and respect for individual differences, encourage learners to take rest in sharing their ideas and opinions, demonstrate to students that their knowledge and their language abilities are valued and accepted, introduce the practice of idea collection prior to beginning tasks such as writing or solving problems, provide an opportunity for students to share ideas and expand their existing knowledge by building on each other's contribution. Remember that brainstorming is a large or small group activity that encourages students to focus on a topic and contribute to the free flow of ideas.
Teaching strategies in teaching arts, which is focus exploration. So, what is focus exploration? This is a method of instruction in which students use the materials and equipments available in the classroom in ways of their choosing. The teacher observes and listens while students are exploring, provides guidance as needed, using information gathered from assessment. For example, the teacher may pose a question, prompt deeper thinking, or introduce vocabulary. The purpose of focus exploration is to give children opportunities to investigate a specific question in depth. The teacher designs the exploration to give children the support, materials, and time they need to deepen their understanding. Exploration focuses on a specific task or challenge. Science talk are used to share experience and ideas. More teacher-focused and teacher-directed give children opportunities to investigate a specific question in depth. Give children the support, materials, and time they need to deepen their understanding. Challenge children to think deeply about the subject. In focus exploration, the class works towards a shared challenge. The teacher facilitates sharing of successful strategies and provides sources. The teacher is more interactive but still supportive rather than instructive.
Choose guided activity in teaching arts. This is a key instructional activity that is initiated by the teacher. On the basis of assessment information, the teacher may pose a series of questions, provide props to extend thinking, ask the students to demonstrate a familiar concept in a new way, encourage students to try a new activity, and so on. Guided practice is interactive instructional between the teacher and students. After the teacher introduces new learning, she begins the students' practice process by engaging students in a similar task to what they will complete later in the lesson independently. Guided activity is the best strategy because of the two primary benefits of effective guided practices, and those are the lesson is focused, and the teacher gives clear instructions to students defining when and how to use a particular strategy. The teacher gives the students guided practice using the strategy, provides feedback on their use of the strategy. This is an example of guided practices. Everyone has sat in a math class and what did a teacher made how to solve a problem. A student asks questions until they are to understand. Then the teacher turns over the task to the students. So, guided practice is important for students because it allows thinking about the new topic on their own. It involves 3 steps for practicing new skills in the classroom. First, the teacher models how to do a task to the student. Second, the student does the task with guidance from the teacher. Third, the student practices the task independently. So, guided learning is a theme that refers to a process in which learners initiate and advance their learning guided by more experienced partner and socially derived sources such as tools, texts, and or other artifacts.
Strategies in teaching arts and elementary, which is modeling. What is modeling? Modeling is an instructional strategy in which the teacher demonstrates a new concept or approach to learning, and students learn by observing. Whenever a teacher demonstrates a concept for a student, that teacher is modeling. Is modeling a good teaching strategy? Modeling is an extremely useful teaching tool that should be used as often as possible. Modeling is a teaching strategy where a teacher explicitly shows the students how to complete an activity or assignment before the students begin. Modeling is also an excellent class management technique. Why is modeling in teaching important? Effective modeling makes you a better teacher. Models are enablers. They are there to help students see what outcomes could or should look like. It allows your students to engage and succeed, and it reduces your workload because common misconceptions are addressed as or before they arise. Why is it better to use modeling in teaching? Students can create novel models to demonstrate content understanding as well as modeling skills. By having students create models for formative or summative evaluation, we allow students to express their thoughts through different moods, thus making the classroom more inclusive. So, that is why I choose modeling strategies in teaching arts and elementary.
The topic is free exploration. This is a key instruction in which students are used materials and equipment available in the classroom in ways of their choosing. The teachers observe and listens as part of ongoing assessment while students are exploring freely. But do not guide the exploration as they do during focused exploration. There are the 2 examples. First is, if your students are becoming interested in building tall towers, begin focused exploration with a tall tower challenge. Second, if your students are becoming interested in building houses for their animals or people, begin focused exploration with an enclosure challenge. During open exploration, you introduce materials for students to explore and offer them ample time to have undirected play. undirected play with those materials. As you spend this time observing the students, you will begin to notice a few changes. First is, some or all of your students will have gained confidence and familiarity with using the materials at hand. Number 2, some of all of your students may have specific questions about the materials that reveal their engagement. And number 3, and the last is, some or all of your students will start to explore new uses for the materials on their own.
My topic for today's video is about guided exploration. Guided exploration models a concept or skills that is a part of a large set of skills or knowledge and guides that student as they practice the first step. The process and repeated until the student master the expected knowledge and skills of the lesson. This strategy is particularly useful of introduction new skills that are developed sequentially. The exploration approach, a teacher works alongside students during visual arts experience to support observation and listening skills, to encourage artistic and expression, and to consider as a aesthetic qualities in art. And art exploration is an excellent way for children to build a self-confidence through discovering and manipulating materials. By focusing on the process and the exploration of the materials, whether in a paint, toilet paper tubes, clay, or fabric, we help kids using their imagination and articulate their ideas.
And this my topic all about of conference. During a student-teacher conference, students can report their progress, consider problems and solutions, and not straight and areas for improvement. Teachers can discuss student work with pairs of small groups of students and other facilitate learning. Conference therefore required on inviting and supportive at most to encourage open discussion as well as a high level of trust between participants. Conference provide teacher with opportunity to guide and support learners and a forum for students to demonstrate their learning through discussion. They use examples below of the word conference or take phonetically from various internet news discussed. Merriam-Webster and its editor not necessarily agree when those example sentence use of the word conference. A conference is defined as a degree of two or more people with the purpose of disagree use of the internet to partners.
Let's talk about the strategy of teaching art, which is the discussion. The discussion produces significant student learning outcomes. In a time where we are only beginning to witness artificial intelligence, disruption of work and the economy, these learning outcomes are crucial to personal and professional success. This paper begins by tracing the role of the discussion within the liberal arts tradition and by extension of Confucian tradition. Second, This paper examines how the discussion lost its value in higher education as a consequence of the employability problem. In this section, the employability problem is defined as a twofold misunderstanding among students and parents regarding the purpose of education and how to prepare for the workplace. Third, this paper reframes the purpose of the discussion method in an integrated curriculum for preparing students to achieve personal and professional success. In the third section, students generated data serve as evidence to support the argument that first, discussion-based classes are an important missing elements in undergraduate management education, and second, discussion-based classes are superior to large lectures. This paper concludes that a discussion-based business pedagogy and anchored by the liberal arts and sciences led to 8 major learning outcomes. First, how to reconcile opposing arguments. Second, how to think on own 2 feet. Third, how to formulate cohesive arguments to reach a consensus. Fourth, how to mitigate fear of sharing individual opinions by building relationships among classmates. 5. How to allow students to learn better by motivating them to prepare more for class. 6. How to enable students to remain engaged during and after class. 7. How to embrace nuance, and 8. How to integrate new ideas from disparate perspectives and discipline.
Today I'm going to blog about the Jigsaw teaching strategy. So what is Jigsaw? Jigsaw is a cooperative group activity in which a different segment of a learning task is assigned to each member of a small group or the home group. All home group members then work to become an expert in their aspect of their task in order to teach the other group members. Jigsaw's activities push all students to take the equal responsibility for the group's learning goals. In the arts, jigsaw activities can be done in creating or performing, listening, and reading formats. In a jigsaw activities can be done in creating, performing each student to become a member of an expert group, which learns a particular art skills. So this strategy offers a way to help students understand and retain information while they develop their collaboration skills. Because students know they will be responsible for teaching the new content to their peers, they often feel more accountable for learning materials. So why we use Jigsaw teaching strategy? First, it helps to build comprehension. Second, encourages cooperative learning and collaboration with classmates. Third, it can help to improve listening, communication, and problem-solving skills. And lastly, all students feel are a vital part of the group.
We'll talk about experimenting. What is experimenting? It's the central to the arts and is frequently used in making connections between the concrete and the abstract. Experimenting requires the students investigate, test, explore, manipulate, solve problems, make decisions, and organize information in hands-on ways. Experimenting also encourages students to use cooperative skills effectively in interpreting and communicating findings. Experimenting enhances students' motivation, understanding, and active involvement, and can be initiated by the teacher or the student. What is example of experimenting? The definition of an experiment is a test or the act of trying out a new course of action. An example of an experiment is when scientists give rats a new medicines and see how they react to learn about the medicine. What is the goal of experimenting? An experiment usually tests a hypothesis, which is an expectation about how a particular process or phenomenon works. However, an experiment may also aim to answer a what-if question, without a specific expectation about what the experiment reveals or to confirm prior results.
My topic is all about graphic or visual organizers. A graphic organizer is a visual and graphic display that depicts the relationship between fact, terms, and or ideas. Within a learning task, graphic organizers are also sometimes referred to as knowledge map, concept maps, story map, cognitive organizers, advanced organizers, or concept diagram. Types of graphic organizers. Graphic organizers come many different forms, each one best suited to organizing a particular type of information. The following examples are merely a sampling of different types and uses of graphic organizers. First, descriptive or thematic map. A descriptive or thematic map works well for mapping generic information but particularly well for mapping hierarchical relationships. And second, network tree, organizing a hierarchical set of information reflecting subordinate or subordinate elements is made easier by constructing a network tree. Third, spider map, when the information relating to a main idea or theme does not fit into a hierarchy of spider map can help with organization. Fourth, problem and solution map. When information contains cause and effect problem and solution, a problem and solution map can be useful for organizing. Fifth, problem solution outline. A problem solution outline helps students to compare different solutions to a problem.
Tackled about lateral thinking. Lateral thinking is a manner of solving problems using an indirect and creative approach via reasoning that is not immediately obvious and involves ideas that may not be obtainable using only traditional step-by-step logic. Lateral thinking. Horizontal thinking is a form of ideation where designers approach problems by using reasoning that is disruptive or not immediately obvious. They use an indirect and creative methods to think outside the box and see problems from radical new angles, gaining insights to find innovative solutions. Also, lateral thinking is ability to use your imaginations to look at a problem in a fresh way and come up with new solutions. Lateral thinking is vital for organization because of the key to finding new and better ways to do things. Innovation is necessary for competitive advantage and survival. Lateral thinking is a tool for creativity which leads from innovations.
Strategies in teaching arts, which is cooperative learning. Cooperative learning happens when students work in small groups to achieve a common goal. Educators are able to use this method in every grade. Through open discussions, students are able to learn from each other. There are 5 essential components of cooperative learning. First, positive interdependence. When teachers create an environment of interdependence, students feel responsible for their own work and the group's success. Second, face-to-face interaction. In cooperative learning,
Students engage in discussions, make eye-to-eye contact with each other, and provide support. Third, individual and group accountability. In a group activity, each student has an individual role or assignment. This can help the group reach its goal. Fourth, group behaviors. Students can learn behavior techniques like interpersonal skills, social interaction, and collaborative skills that teach them how to work with others. Fifth, group processing. Toward the end of a project or assignment, students can assess the effectiveness of their group by analyzing how well its members were able to collaborate. Cooperative learning can help them practice skills like communicating and defending ideas, resolving conflict, or disagreeing politely. Cooperative learning can increase motivation in students, understanding their role in a group and others' dependence on them might encourage them to perform well.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to
Like, share,
and subscribe our YouTube channel.